I'm still trying to figure that out. I be looking at only way to look at the comments is like you got to go to the actual um.
Oh, I got the chat. Never mind.
Where you get the chat? How you get the chat?
Uh, on the side of the thing.
What chat?
Uh,
Where? I
What?
don't see it.
Where the chat
nah,
at?
I'm on. I got it pulled up on my desktop.
Oh, got you. But it don't. It don't.
Where the chat at?
All right, bet. But
It's
it
top.
don't. Okay. Let me see. All right, bet. So yeah, y'all, if y'all just tuning in, we about to get the show started in a few. If you are watching live for wherever you watching, why don't you state your name and where you watching? So if you from Cali, from the ATL or whatever, put your name down so we can give you a shout out before we get the show on the result. You know what I mean? Oh man. Basketball season, fellas, is starting. I don't know if y'all ready. Do y'all like basketball?
Laker game.
I'm
You
in a
ain't no Laker
fantasy
fan.
league right now.
You ain't no Laker fan. You only like the Lakers because LeBron went there.
Laker fan since I was a baby.
Man. When the last time they won the championship?
Shit. What was that? 2002?
What, 9?
Oh man. I said, oh no, I'm asleep.
It's been
I
a
don't
minute.
know. I ain't a Laker fan, so I don't know.
It's been
Oh man. So yeah, if y'all just now tuning in, please put your name and state where you from. If you from Cali or your city, whatever you want to do, so we can shout you out. Before we get the show on the road, we got a dope, juicy topic for y'all that a lot of people always ask and have conversations about, and we're gonna tap into it. We're gonna get some of y'all feedback and y'all perspectives on this topic as well too. So in about a few, we're gonna get the show on the road. But again, put your name and the city you repping in the comments below so we can shout you out.
I just realized you got a real mic back there.
What you mean?
I never knew you had like a real mic.
Yeah, man. This real deal right here. You gotta you gotta do the dang
They
thing.
say, "Oh, you got money."
Nah, not even, bro. This is financial aid when I was in school. Don't play. Yo, you gotta use it. You gotta use it. Sometimes you're using it for things you ain't supposed to be, but you gotta do it.
shout out to
Financial aid was great back in them days.
August 1st or August, what is that? August 22nd? And January, what was that? The 10th or something? I remember them days, boy. It'd be lit. Now people be getting them checks, man. I'd be like, God damn. I wish I would.
I still got half of mine.
You spent half of yours?
I said I still got half of mine.
Look at that, bro. They over here eating for free, bro. This is crazy. But hey, you got to do it.
They still got the RDH over there?
Man, that
Yeah,
already is
nasty,
disgusting, man.
the RDH ain't going nowhere.
That thing is nasty, bro.
I've been at that school in a minute, so.
Chicken, grilled chicken, sauteed chicken. You feel me? Chicken, different flavors.
All right, so y'all, we're gonna get the show on the road. As people start to tune in, we'll be sure to shout you out. Remember, just put your name in the comments below and put the city you repping, man, so we can shout you out. But we're gonna get this little intro going, man. Welcome to the third episode of the Momas Boy Podcast. I go by the name of Bake.
I go by the name of John.
And I'm the smoothest brother on your TV screen, T-Roy.
I go by Jawan.
And we are the Momas Boy.
Boys. Hey.
We gonna get it right one time. It sounded like it was better. It sounded like it was better today. It sounded like it was better today. So today's topic, man.
You should sing it next time.
You said what?
You should sing it next time. It'll
Sing
sound better.
Hey, really quick before we get started, I gotta say, Davion, me and my girl, we came to a consensus last night. Your album is better than Usher's.
What?
Ooh.
That's tough.
Ooh.
That's tough.
That Usher slapping. Okay, that Usher is slapping.
Yo, when did Usher come out?
Friday.
I'm gonna
Right.
check it out.
Good
I didn't even
shit.
hear it, but I appreciate the compliment. I definitely appreciate the compliment.
Oh, definitely.
That
Yeah.
means you gotta drop your link now in the chat so they
You
can know who
got
you
to.
are.
Who, the Usher album?
Nah, you gotta drop your link in the chat so they
Nah,
can
man.
know.
Y'all better get out of here with all that, man. Let's talk about the show and what we here to discuss right now. All right. You know, we can talk about that a little later. Fellas, we got a good juicy topic today. And I want to just talk to y'all about it, man. Do black men love black women? Let's just pause on that. Let's say that question one more time so we can think about what we about to say. Because it's a lot of debate going on around in these streets, especially from our sisters. Sisters don't think it's true. You know what I'm saying? But do black men love black women? Who wants to take a stab at that first?
Oh,
I'm gathering my thoughts.
I say Juan go first.
Jawad?
wanna go first?
Throw him on the bus.
Yeah, black men do love black women. In my opinion, we do. I know I do. I got a black one myself. I ain't never had nothing else other than black. So, yes, we do. Well, I know I do. I do know I can't bring nothing else home either. So, on top of that, there you go.
Here.
Okay.
Just saying.
So what do you love about your black woman that you with right now? Your black lady that you with?
You know, me personally, it's a lot to love about them. You know, they're unique, they different. They don't take no shit.
Mm.
You know, they know when to put their foot down, when not to. It's just yep. It's a queen. You know, you gotta. It's different. To me, it's different when you dealing with a black woman and a woman that comes from another race. I think it's just the way they're brought up. You know, it's like, how can I put it? It's like dealing with somebody. I don't know. It's a difficult.
Tough question.
What's the question?
No, that he said it's a tough question.
Oh, it is a tough question, but I don't know. I gotta finish gathering my thoughts, but I do know that's for me. That's it. That's all for my black women. I can't go no other way. Like, yeah, it might be other girls out there. They might be cute and all, but I feel like it don't nobody compare to our black women. Period. Like, period.
Okay. Who want to tackle that next one though?
I'll go next. As I was pondering on what to say, I think it's gonna be kind of difficult to say this, man. But just the way I feel, like, just not speaking for myself, but I'm trying to speak as a majority. I think we do love. I do think black men love black women. But when you speak of love, I think it's more than just like, I want to be with her, let's fall in love. I think it also deals with how we treat our black women. And when it comes to that, it's very hard. It's difficult for me to say that we do love black women. You know what I mean? Because black women are one of the women that are like treated so badly, and mostly by us. Our black women stand by us so much, so tough, right? But we'll go and use them and abuse them until they're nothing. And black women will still try again to go to the black man, like, maybe this man will be different. But the man will do the same thing to her. Is that love? Now, put a black man with something he doesn't know. Does he still treat her the same way? Usually they don't. They usually will treat that person better because it's something that they are not used to. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just things I've just experienced and just not speaking for myself, like things I just seen and how things affect in this world. Black men are prone to like get with another race and not treat them as badly. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's kind of how I see things. So I think we do love black women. I just think it's hard to actually say that they would say love black women, you know, because should be treated like queens. All women should be treated like queens, you know. But our black women, man, they ride for us, you know. They'll go down for you. You know what I'm saying? They'll shoot for you.
I love that they very like vulnerable too, though.
Yeah,
a lot of black women are vulnerable. They'll
are.
tell you the truth just to help you out, you know.
They got our back, man. So it's difficult to think about, man. It's a difficult question for real.
So what? But do you love black women though?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, we talking about me, man. I adore black women. I love black women. I do. Now I'm probably not the best. You know what I'm saying? We all have our flaws and everything, but yeah, I adore black women. I truly do, man. They are black queens, man. They've been holding me down for a lifetime. I was raised by a black queen, my grandma. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, she didn't mind who I brought home. So I've dated other races. I have. But I just know deep in my heart, most likely I'll probably end up with a black queen, you know. But love is love, man. So I don't want to knock somebody else because of their race either. But I also feel like other people won't understand what I come through. Like, I like a little hood in them, you know what I'm saying? And my black queens, they be knowing when I'm talking that stuff, you know what I'm saying? I take it to the hood, like, dude, that's the big homie. Ooh, that's the big homie, yeah. They know how to approach them, like, oh, good, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't come at me like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, she know, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's just for me, though.
What about you, John?
Oh, man, I think black men love black women. You know, I think hands down. And I think any black man don't is mighty confused. But I think it ain't nothing like a sister. Ain't nothing like a queen. My girl, and you know she very strong. She hold me down. She got my back. She ride for me. So you know, I think it ain't nothing like it. I think just to see what the black community has been going through. I mean, since forever, it's been rough. You know, what they've been trying to do to the families. We know black men are heavily incarcerated, in and out of prison. You know, black men are dying every day. And to see two black people together is always beautiful. So, you know, I definitely think black men love black women. We see it every day. We see it all the time. You know, we see it in our communities. You know, so I'd be confused when black women say that that black men don't love them. I just be a little confused because that's all we really see. I think for the most part. You know, when I go back home to LA, you feel me? All my family is, you feel me? Black men with black women. That's majority of the time. So yeah, I think black men definitely love black women. You know, women, they done been through the most and they still here. They still holding it down. Shout out to all the black grandmas that's raising babies, black aunties that's been raising babies. You know, I was raised by my aunt. So she was the strongest black woman that I've known. So, you know, I definitely gotta pay homage to the black women and what they do for the community, the whole sisterhood, everything. You know, ain't nothing like a beautiful woman who could hold you down and slap you in the back of your head if she need to. You know, put you in check every now and then when you stepping out of line. So, you know, I love it. I think what I've noticed being in my relationship, because previously, like I've dated other races and been in different relationships, but I think with having somebody that's from the community, that's with the community, that's also intelligent and a strong woman herself, You feel me? You can't beat that. You feel me? It's for the culture. You feel me? With a
Mm.
cat.
Mm. No, I
What,
feel it.
what about Davion?
I feel that. When it comes, I think this is what I feel about the situation. I think in some instances, I think black men love black women, but I think the world has changed where it's becoming more diverse, and you starting to cross those lines and those boundaries that wasn't crossed back in the day. You know, it wasn't it was frowned upon if you dated outside your race type thing. And so I think now, I think some men are just into different, types of women, and they probably got nothing but respect for black women. But I think now, different upbringings, like some people may went to all white school or a school where there wasn't a lot of black women there. So their culture, their upbringing is different. And it's not that they don't like them. It's just they may be not attracted to them as if, like for me, if I grew up around sisters, you know what I'm saying? I got 4 sisters. I ain't got no brothers. So that's all I ever known was black women. My mom raised me and things like that. But when it comes to, I do think I love them, but I'm more open now to date outside my race and to try new things. I've dated nothing but black sisters. I've probably never like been in a relationship with nobody else that wasn't black or whatnot. And I would say it's some pros and cons to it. It's a lot of pros and cons. I've had some sisters who was about the jang jang. They was, where they at, where the hoe at. Like I've been to some restaurants where, you know what I'm saying, not every sister's like that, but I've been to some restaurants where I was, went with my chick and the girl was looking at me. And she was like, "Do you know him?" Like straight up. And I was like, "Well, damn, no, I don't know her. Like, why you gonna ask her that?" And I think my sisters are strong because of what they've been through and what men put them through. And I think even sisters, though, even when you look at black sisters, I think they've tried to date outside their race. They're trying new things. They're dating Mexicans, white men, you know what I'm saying? People who are Indian. I went to Atlanta and I was shocked to see a lot of black women with white men. It was in Atlanta is it's black Hollywood out there. I mean, it's black everywhere. You go to the golf course, black. You go to CVS, black. The only time you see other people is when you go to the mall. You know what I'm saying? Because it was a point where I was like, yo, where are all the black people? Where all everybody else at, Pop? Because I wasn't accustomed to it. I got off the airport, I saw nothing but people that looked like me, and it was cool. But coming from a place where I see so many different races and ethnicities, it was so different, bro. It was uncomfortable at one point. I was like, well, damn, I need to see some other people just so I can feel like this is real. And it's sad that to say, but that's how it was. So I think to answer the question, to stick on topic, I think we do love them. But I think now in this world we live in, we're more open to try new things. We're more open to date outside our race. We're more open to see what other races can bring to the table. You know what I'm saying? And I think too, the biggest thing, and I'll end it with this, is the connection. It's like who you connect with, regardless if they black, white, Mexican, mixed, or biracial, whatever. It's who do you connect with? Who gives you that feeling that nobody's ever gave you, regardless if they're black or whatnot. I would love to, fall in love with a sister, but whoever I fall in love with, I just want her to make sure that I'm happy with her. I can be me, I can be myself, and she accepts me for me. And I think it's all depends on the individual. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. But I do think some black men love black women. I just think they're more open to date other types of women. You know what I mean?
I've been in a relationship with other types of women, so I've been in relationships with, white women, Latinas. So it's definitely a different culture, especially when you bring home a black man, But it's just interesting, But if you're willing to go with somebody, they'll accept you. The ones that I've dated, they've all accepted me for being me. You know what I mean? As long as their daughter wasn't care. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm a good-looking brother, so I mean, hey. Who can you do? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it is very interesting, man. And of course, it's that connection of like who understands you, where you come from, who's trying to help push you to be better, So love is love, man. Love is love.
Yeah.
What about the brothers who be like, That's like, I never date a black woman. What's
Mm.
up with that? What y'all think that's about?
I
Where
think
that
they had a bad experience.
Yeah.
a bad
That's
experience?
probably what it could have been. Like me personally, I could never say that, but for someone to say that, I feel like they probably done had a bad experience, or they know somebody who had a bad experience, and they let that person experience get to them. Which I feel like it's not fair, but that's their opinion. You could try to talk to them, let them know, like, hey, I personally don't feel like you should feel that way or so forth. But if they feel that way, to me, I feel like they just had a bad experience, or someone who had a bad experience let them know about their bad experience, and they let that get to them.
Mm.
All right, we got a comment.
Yeah.
Um, I believe this is Miss Latifah Compton.
Compton.
You feel me? What's happening, Latifah? She
What up,
said,
Latifah?
we love our black men! Exclamation mark. I think some black men are just weak and
Mm.
handle black women and our strong personality. Speak on it, Latifah. You feel me? What y'all got to say about that?
See, there we go. There.
I'll speak first. I think to kind of speak on that, not all men are weak in situation. I also think it's something deeper. Like it could be their mom. My mom, they just hate their skin so badly because of what they've been through. Their mom left them. Something else happened. It's like, no, I'm not going that way because I don't
That's
want to
that
carry
bad
that. No,
experience.
it is definitely a bad experience. No, but there are other men who just had strong black women. Like, look, this is what I want, and if you don't got it, then you ain't coming. You know what I'm saying? And everybody's different. Some people want somebody that's just softer. You have to
Mm.
go for what's for you. You
Right.
know, it's that connection. It's the experiences dealing with different races. I encourage everybody to date out their race to experience, see what it is, see if that is for you. It probably ain't, but you just got to try it. So that's kind of how I answer the question. Hope I answered the question. Well, that's my input on that question. How about
Right.
that?
I think when it comes to the question or the response, I think that's probably one of the things that see comments like that. I think that can deteriorate black men. You know what I'm saying? Why? Just because a black man may not want to put up with some of the strong person, he's got to be weak. What if that's just not his preference? You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about preference. It's what you willing to put up with and what you're not willing to put up with. I get it. Some sisters got some damn strong personalities. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? Where they like, well, nigga, you do it, and you like, what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who you talking to like that? And you got to be able to deal, handle stuff like that. Because I've had, like I said, I've been in multiple different type of relationships with different type of sisters. I had the quiet sisters. I had the outgoing. I had the mouth sister, the one who just would try to tell you what it was, and you like, yo, you ain't gonna be talking to me like you crazy now. We can communicate, we can talk, but you ain't gonna be wilding on me right now over some little stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I just think it's not necessarily a man is weak. I just think that's not their preference. You know what I'm saying? They don't want not necessarily strong personalities, but I would just say some people that's like very demanding. Like, oh, you need to either do this, or do this, or we can't be together. You got these like alternative motives. Like, if you're not up here, then you ain't the man for me. Well, you don't even know. You know what I'm saying? You ain't even giving this brother a shot because you in love with different material or different expectations instead of getting to know that brother. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's not necessarily making us weak. I just think it's just preference, man. Like some people just don't prefer that. That's just my opinion on that comment though.
I think, like what going back to what Tifa was saying, I think, and I kind of agree with Davion too. I think it is definitely it's preferences, and I wouldn't necessarily say that brothers are weak because of that. But I do think, from my experience, it definitely is a difference, because I mean the sister that I'm with does have a strong personality. You feel me? Sometimes and sometimes we have differences or agreements, or sometimes she called me out on my shit, and sometimes I don't want to be called out on my shit. You know what I mean? Um, sometimes I like to just do me or whatever the case is, and shit be like, hold up, homie. Like, it ain't going down like that. You feel me? Then we got to go back and forth. Right? So definitely it's another strong personality that you got to work with. And I think some men are used to being in this position where they running the show. You feel me? And what they say go. And I think with different cultures, you kind of have that more submissive personality types. And sometimes I ain't met a sister like that. You feel me? Not to say they not out there, but I think the sisters definitely do have more of a strong personality. And I think there are, like, going back to what Davion's saying with those preferences, I think with some guys they not trying to deal with that because it could be, a headache, I guess, for lack of better words, or always going back and forth. Latif coming back then, she said, agreed. It's all about preference and going back to what you have grown up with. I think us Black women have always held it down.
I would say I would agree to that. I think Black women do. They are very, very. Wait, you know what? Because I've seen some women who've been in domestic violence relationships and they stay with their man regardless of race. But I do think some sisters, like, or some females and even sisters, they stay and they ride what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially dudes, if we go to jail, 9 times out of 10, if they love their man, they're gonna be waiting for their man to get out of jail, sending them money. My auntie is a prime example. Her dude went in and out of jail, cheated on her, went back in and out of jail, and she was loving that man to the death. You know what I'm saying? Some girls, they can't do that. You know what I mean? They're like, oh hell no, this nigga ain't no good. I'm done. And some sisters are like that. If you ain't get your crap together, it's a wrap. It's a riggedy rap. I remember when I was dating this one chick, man, and it was crazy to me, but she was so in love with material stuff. It was like, oh, he got a bag. Oh, he's doing this. Oh, he doing that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay, that's dope. You know what I mean? Like comparison, like compare me to another dude type thing. And I'm like, that's cool. You know, if you want that dude, then go get that dude at the end of the day. But some girls, they looking for the next ticket. Some sisters is like that. They looking for the next ticket. They go to the clubs looking for the next ticket. They go to the games looking for the next ticket. I just think it depends on the female. I really do. I really do. I think it depends on the individual, because some women, regardless of race, is gonna hold you down. They're gonna love you regardless of what you do, and they're gonna be there to support you. And some women are not there really for you, and they're there to just because what you do, and not who you are type thing. If that makes any kind of sense.
Yeah, thanks for the comment, Latifah. Appreciate it.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that.
Great comment.
Yeah, I just, I don't. That conversation, I remember having a discussion a while back. Good discussion. Got to have another one soon. But a whole bunch of college students together having that discussion about Black love. You feel me? And the ladies was not feeling the love from the brothers. They wasn't feeling the support from the brothers. Feel like they was being protected by the brothers. What y'all got to say about that? Is it, as a Black man, I mean, are we obligated to love up the sisters, to protect them? What's that about?
Yeah, I remember those conversations all the time in college, man. That it hasn't changed. They never felt our love in our generation, and I think it just deals with the things we see, the music we put in our heads, and how we're supposed to be. You know what I mean? Black people, myself personally, growing up like Black men, we were just the coolest people around. We've always been the coolest things, right? So come with that comes popularity, comes with more women, so people start becoming pimps and players and everything. And we just ain't worried about the Black love. We worry about ourselves. You know what I mean? So we take advantage of people. It sucks. It's very unfortunate, but it happens. You know what I mean? I think at a point when you get older, you start to realize just how much, like, oh snap, like this was a good one. I should have took care of her. You know what I mean? So then you start taking care of other people around you that you can. and hopefully they be black people, but sometimes it's not. You know what I mean? Like I know I try to take care of my black people that's around me, women or men. Like if they're just around me, I try to support, especially if they're black. You know, I'm a big supporter, especially with black. You know what I mean? But that just came with being older, more mature, and understanding just how much our culture means to me. You know what we've been through. You know what I mean? Coming from the bottom, so now we are here, and we're still struggling to climb up. We gotta hold each other accountable. We gotta hold each other down. So that's at least what I try to do. So I mean, I guess black love for me took time. You know.
That that. What y'all think about that?
What do you think, Juwan? We ain't heard from you.
he
He been ducking.
he got he got black love. He's looking at it right now.
Um, can you huh, John?
Say it again.
I said, what did you say? Can you repeat the question for me?
Oh man, I don't know, but we got another comment from the lovely Cree Jackson. She said, "Do y'all think as black men or as a black man, y'all can have love and appreciation for your sisters because they are part of your community and have shared your burdens, while at the same time fall in love with you? Fall what? Falling in
Fall in
love."
love with who?
Fall in love with, even if that means a different race.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I feel like you can fall in love with a different race and still have love for your sisters. Like like for me, even though I haven't, dated outside my race, I feel like if you fall in love with somebody outside your race, you can still have love for your sisters in the black community. Like, what does that have to do with your love and support for everybody else? Like, yeah, you didn't marry or fall in love with a black queen, but you fell in love with somebody else. But you falling in love with somebody else really doesn't mean you have to just give up on your black women to where you just don't care for them or whatever the case may be. Like, yeah, of course. Like, I really do agree with you falling in love with another race and still supporting your sisters, because that has nothing to do. To me, it has nothing to do with anything.
Mm.
Like, for who you care about as a friend or someone close to you doesn't have to do much with. It has nothing to do with who you're in love with, actually. Like, for instance, me, like if I was to marry, let's say if I was to marry a white woman, that's not going to stop me from loving and supporting and defending my sisters. Like, I don't care what the case may be. If I see something's wrong and it's pertaining to my sisters, being married to a white woman, Hispanic woman or not, I'm going to put my foot down and I'm going to defend her regardless of what the case may be. Especially if I can tell that she's not in the wrong. Or if I can tell that she's in need of any type of help. Like, me marrying who I marry, it's not going to have anything to do with the way I feel about my people at all. And if who I marry have a problem with that, then I wouldn't have married that person in the first place.
Mm. Yeah, I would second that. I don't think falling in love with someone outside your race will stop you from loving your people. Because at the end of the day, that's history. That's your family. That's you're always going to be looked at as a black man at the end of the day. So regardless of who you dating, you always want to make sure you represent that in the most highest way possible, and you want to be there to support your sisters. You know what I'm saying? I've seen my sisters, like for example, I got 4 sisters, so I've been there about to damn near fight one of their boyfriends, all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I love my sisters at the end of the day. I love my mama. You know, I'm happy with the dude she's with, but when she was dating knuckleheads, Like I check them knuckleheads, them grown ass men. You know what I'm saying? I'm a little kid. Like, yo, don't be talking to my mama crazy. I beat your ass. He probably fade me up. You know what I'm saying? But that's my protectiveness, my protective side I have. So when it comes to my sisters or women, black women in general, if somebody's disrespecting them, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be there to support them and make sure we there to protect them. But I'm not gonna say I'm just gonna be jumping in every situation now. Goddamn it. So for example, because I had a situation. We went to the movies or whatnot, and the dude, the girl was like, "You ain't nothing but a soft ass beezy" to the dude, and the dude was like, "You know what I'm saying? I'm looking, you know what I'm saying? I'm leaving, you know what I'm saying? Leaving the little movies or whatnot." I'm like, "Damn, that's crazy." She said that. And then he called her out her name, and she took off on him, right? Just fake, like hit him it was like, "What?" And then he pushed her. You know what I'm saying? That though. I didn't know what to do in that situation, because I'm like, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? How do I go and try to be in defense? You know what I'm saying? When that situation, I know both are in the wrong, because you ain't supposed to hit no woman at all. That's what my daddy always showed me. Regardless if a girl put their hands on you, you leave. You don't entertain that. You know what I'm saying? He said you could probably get them in a little like grab them by the arms, like, "Girl, I'll beat you, but I ain't gonna do it." Then you leave type thing. But I don't even do that, because I like I said, I've dated some sisters. If you put the hands on them a little bit, they gonna fade you up at the end of the day. They fighting back. So I don't think that dating outside your race will stop you from loving your people at the end of the day. I don't think that at all. And I think if I'm with somebody who's outside my race, they will respect that and they will appreciate that I'm there to support and I will let them go support their people if somebody's disrespecting their culture or their folks that's represent their ethnicity. Like I hopefully they're there. I'll be there to support her, if that is the case.
T-Roy, could you go to the BET Awards and give a Jesse Owens speech about the black community, then drive off with a different race?
I was thinking about that when that question was asked. I was thinking about him and Childish Gambino. People who are entertainers, and I didn't think it was a bad thing. I mean, you love who you love, man. It's so hard and tricky when you are a public figure. You have so many people that think they know you and know your life. You know what I mean? They want you to be one thing, but if you show them something else that's even better, they'll just scorn you for it. You know what I mean? He stood up there and pretty much defended his people, defended his blackness. You know what I mean? This is what it is. This isn't right. This is what we need to do. This. Yes, I'm married to this type of woman outside my race, but I'm up here with her support. You know what I mean? Or maybe not. I'm pretty sure it's support. With her support. You know what I'm saying? And she gave me support. Let's do it. I'll fight this fight with you. I may not know exactly where you come from, but I know I love you and I support everything that you do. So this must be something we have to fight for together. And what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? I have attorney brothers who are with other races, and they're still pro-black. You know what I mean? I see nothing wrong with it. Love who you love and protect yours. Protect you. If I was, of a different race and my wife was black, I would help her defend, support her too. What we gonna do? We got to twerk today for what? I don't know, but okay, I'm gonna support you. Do it. Right. help me understand later, but I'm gonna support you. My baby's the best twerker because she says that everybody else is twerking is fake, but black brought this, and I believe that.
That
so,
part.
Yeah, to answer your question, yeah, man, I see nothing wrong with it, and I could do it too. You know what I mean? Not to say I'm gonna have to do it, but I'm just saying, you never know.
What about you, John? You beating around the question, asking the question.
Oh man, I'm trying to keep the discussion going. But I think you could, but I could definitely see some backlash from the community at the same time. I could see some folks, because it's always somebody talking. You can't please them all. I didn't hear Brother Umar Johnson say. I don't know if y'all familiar with Brother Umar Johnson, but he's he's a pro-black, pro-African American community psychologist, principal, all that shit. Dig, where he was just pretty much saying like, if you not like pretty much married to a black woman or a black man, then pretty much like you can't do nothing for the community. I've heard people speak with these ideas, so that's why I posed the question. But I don't see nothing wrong with it. I do want to go back to something that Davion said though when he talked about that incident at the movie theaters, and you know, a woman calling the dude, the brother, the bitch, right? And I think sometimes that could be an issue, especially with men, because men want to feel like men and be men, right? And sometimes when you get in these relationships and you are with a woman who what we call it who emasculates you, that can cause for a problem as well. And I think if brothers is going through that, I can see that as a reason for them to take issue with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know with the sisters, sometimes that can be common, right? Calling men soft, calling men bitchs, you know what I mean, and different things like that. And it's definitely not healthy. But got another comment from Sister Latifah, and she asked,
Latifah coming with it today.
She said, do you think that society and social media has changed a black man's outlook on black women or women, period? Black men used to sing about being in love, and nowadays we are just bitches and hoes in songs. Which I don't
honestly feel like society and social media has changed, but at the same time, I feel like those who are singing these songs about these bitches and hoes, if you think about it, most of the time they are married to a black woman. I feel like it's all for show. Like Gucci Mane, he's married. What? Quavo? Well, Quavo, he's not married, but I'm like, he ain't married, but
and like, what the hell that boy talking about?
You got T.I. Who else? It's a lot of them who sings about this, but at the same time, they're married to these, you know, these black women. So I feel like, yeah, society and social media has changed a black man's outlook on black women, but at the same time, I feel like those who are singing these songs is just all for entertainment because they know what's going to grab the crowd's attention. So it's basically like falling into a trap.
I think, you know what's crazy is that when women, or let's say black women, since we're talking about black women, they say, you know, it's wrong for dudes to call them out their names, but they in the club singing the songs. So all them lyrics, when they call them bees and all that, they out there dancing, twerking. Oh, bitch, bitch. And then if somebody say it to them, then it's bad. So it's like they glorify. It's like a double standard. Like you glorify it when you out with your girls and you turning up. But then when somebody call you that, it's a problem. You know what I'm saying? It's like we call each other niggas all the time. But if somebody outside our race call us a nigga, it's a problem. Not knowing where that word stems from and where we got it from and how that used to be a slave term and how that, you know what I'm saying? How that used to be a way to identify it. So we glorify when it's among us, but as soon as it's directed towards us, it's a problem. It's an issue. It's like, don't you ever call me out my name. You know, if you don't feel like it's cool, then I don't think you should glorify it either. I feel like if you have a stance on something, then stand for it. You know, don't be twerking and dancing and singing all these words, especially Too Short. What's his favorite word? Everybody saying it. You're women too. And what he's calling women bees like that. What's my favorite? And you got every girl on that dance floor twerking and saying the B word. But soon if they in the crib If they nigga like, girl, you were nothing but a little beezy, then they, oh hell no, you didn't call me that. Then we have a problem. So I'm saying, if women don't like it, we shouldn't glorify it. And I think men, I just think social media too is played a part on a lot of stuff. I don't think it's new. I just think it's more prevalent now. I think a lot of times back in the day, they had songs like that, but you didn't see a lot because you only saw what the media show you. Now we have so much accessibility through social media. We can see so much. And so it's now so much stuff that we can see, we have access to. Now it's more prevalent to see stuff like that. It's more prevalent to hear songs like that. It's what sells. Like I said, if you glorify it, they're gonna make it. If you weren't listening to it, they ain't gonna have words with bees and stuff in there. But if you glorifying what they putting out, it's a business. You're gonna sell music. So that's what sells music. So why not put it out? I don't think they feel that way. I just think they doing what's gonna make money, because they be like, nah, that's too clean. You like listen to R&B. Every R&B got trap in it, damn near. Every R&B is not the same. Ain't no Luthers no more. Ain't no Barry Whites no more. Ain't no classic R&B like that where you hear that soul. You have some artists that's still doing it, but they don't get no love. They don't get on the radio. You don't hear people singing their songs. They treat them as underground artists. But look at, I give prime example, Trey Songz. They came out with that bottles up. You know what I'm saying? But he used to do them little melodies. Even Usher doing more trap music than R&B. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, we what we glorify is what they're gonna put out. You know what I mean? And what's gonna sell is what's gonna go. So that's how I feel about it.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Bake. I don't think much has changed. It's just more in the open now. Like for me, growing up, I'm sure all of us, you know what I mean? It's always that people in school, somebody's ratchet. Baby name always got around. Oh, she ratchet. I don't want her. You know what I'm saying? But now you look on social media. I bet you baby ratchet. And there she is. Yep, she was ratchet. I don't want her. What a low key one at? Baby ain't got no followers like that. Baby low key. Let me go see what's up with her. That's what it is now. You know what I'm saying? It's always been that way, at least for me. It's just now more in the open. You're proving a point to me. It's like, yep, she's ratchet. She low key. She might be the one for me, the low key one. You know what I mean? That's all it is, man. I don't blame too much over it, but hey, what do I know? I'm just T-Roy, the smoothest brother on your TV screen, so.
So for the sisters out there who not feeling the love from the brothers, what y'all got to say to the sisters?
Like what we got to say to the sisters? That's
you gotta say to the sisters.
Sing to them.
Nice.
The 90s R&B. Sing it to them.
Yeah.
I hit the ad-libs.
Yeah.
Born.
Oh man.
Oh, that's hilarious. Yeah, I mean, on a serious note, man, I'll say don't generalize, a certain like stigma just because of you have some bad apples. I think there are a lot of black men who love black women. I just think you got to find the right one. You know what I mean? You got to find that guy who's going to love you for you, who's going to value you, who's going to appreciate you, who's going to support you, who don't just want you for what you can do for them. You know what I'm saying? Who's really invested in you. And I don't get caught up in the whole stigma like, oh, all black men love others. Because like I said, you got 3 brothers or 4 brothers on this podcast right now that love black women. I love my sisters, you know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like they get me, they understand me. I don't have to translate stuff or whatnot. I don't have to be like talking to somebody. They like, what's that? You know what I'm saying? I talked to one girl. I was like, you ever had Kool-Aid before? They looked at me crazy, like, what the hell is Kool-Aid? I'm like, what? You ain't had Kool-Aid, girl? That's the best sugar water ever. You know what I'm saying? And she was like, sugar water, like, you know what I'm saying? I like to talk to somebody that can sort of relate. They don't have to be similar, but they at least got to have some understanding of my culture. You know what I mean? And so I love my sisters. I'm always going to be to support you. I was raised by a sister. Y'all strong. Y'all black queens. You know what I'm saying? And don't ever let no man tell you different. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel when it comes to black women, man. I would hope to be able to marry one day, but I ain't gonna lie. Y'all been acting crazy. I love y'all, but y'all been acting crazy. You know what I'm saying? But I still got hope. I still got hope.
I say, man, if anybody come at the sisters with any of the brothers come at the sisters sideways with any of that to the sisters, man, don't even keep it pushing. Know what you about. You feel me, and just keep it pushing. I think we can't worry about the brothers that's out there that are tripping. Know your worth and keep it pushing because it's out there. So that's all I got to say. And just know that you feel me is plenty of brothers out there that love the sisters. You feel me? We can look at the research and it'll say you feel me most black people are married to black people. Most black men married to black women. Most black women married to black men. You know what I mean? So I think the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell it like it is. And so you feel me? I think black women ain't got nothing to worry about.
Who going there?
I'll go. I'll say. I'll be on mute sometimes. I'll be forgetting. I'll say first and foremost, thank you everybody for the comments. Yeah, y'all.
Yes, big facts. Big facts.
Y'all great. But I would say, black women hurt people, right? So first and foremost, love yourself, right? So if a black man does come and he's not the one for you, learn those lessons and move on. It's okay to get away from a situation and learn from it. It's an experience. It's part of your life. It's part of your journey. Look back and be like, okay, so what did I gain from this? Is this the man this type of man I want? He's da 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 da. Okay, let me try something else and find what's right for you. You know what I mean? Whether it's black, white, anything that you want and you choose to love, I'll support you. You know what I'm saying? You run for president, you still got my vote. You know what I'm saying? And that's coming from a black man who just truly loves his black people, man. I'm a supporter, so I will support you the best way I can. Just love who you love and be happy. Because if you're happy, then everybody in your circle becomes more happier because you started there. You know what I mean? So that's all I got to say for that.
For me, I would just say, me personally, I love my black women. I do anything and everything for them. I go to war and back. Because for me personally, I was raised by, like I'm sure most of y'all have been. I was raised by two black queens, my mom and my grandma. And it's like, they can't do no wrong, even if they do wrong. Because to me, these my superheroes. To me, black women are my superheroes. And they're always there to shelter you, take care of you, and make sure you're good, whether you did wrong or right, So to me, I can never go wrong with talking to a black woman or just being around them. It gives you a sense of belonging, and it's just something that a lot of people haven't been able to experience, and that they should experience. They may think when our black women are like they said, strong-minded. They can come off a little strong. They don't take no shit at all. But if you grew up with that, you know where they coming from, and you would appreciate it. You really will appreciate it. So for me, that's about all I gotta say.
Yeah.
We got a couple more comments.
Chocolate and bronze and elegance. Black women.
Chameleon I said, black women are now expecting applications from other races. We tired. She said, just playing. I love the black man and admire black excellence.
Big facts. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
We love our black men. Y'all are amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, black people, we've come a long way, and we got a long way to go.
Facts.
We wouldn't be having this black love conversation or black men loving black women type conversation. I think this stuff go way back to the roots. I think it go back to slavery. I think it go back to systematic oppression and racism
Right.
at the day. And so when we see two black couples together, we see black families together, you know, we're going to cheer for them. We're going to root for them. We're going to pray for them. You know what I mean? So we can keep it pushing and keep progressing into the future.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Well, fellas, it was another dope show.
I do a plug real quick.
Hit the plug.
Yeah, the plug. Hey, so new music drops, new album, new EP by M2S, Mo Money and Suspect. You can catch it on all music platforms, Apple Music, Tidal, Google Play, Spotify. I know they did not pay me for this. I just enjoy the music. So if you guys just check it out, if you guys like that 90s raw rap, this is for you. You know what I'm saying? It's yeah.
Why you put it in the link? Where's the link at?
I'll go put it in the comments. But yeah, you can go to it's $M.2. So yeah, check him out if you get the chance. If not, we always appreciate the support. I know they do. So love. That's my plug.
Big facts. Any other plugs out there? Or y'all good? Well, that is going to do it for episode 3. Definitely got some more dope topics coming in the future, but we're about to get up out of here, man. So
every Monday night,
8:30, catch us early. You know what I'm saying? And we usually go about an hour, about 45 minutes tops. But we appreciate all the comments. Shout out to all the folks who chimed in today. Great discussion, man. I can't forget about the real Jeremiah. He said great, or I don't know if that's a girl or a guy, but they said great discussion. So I definitely appreciate that. We definitely appreciate that. But we'll catch us next Monday, same time, same place. You ain't gotta go, or you ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get a So without further ado, I go by the name of Bake.
I go by the name of John.
And I'm still the smoothest brother on your TV screen, T-Roy.
And I go by Jawan.
And we are the Momas Boy. All right, y'all. We catch y'all later. See y'all next week.
Hey.
Peace.
Yo.